segment of the show for today. The topic is Islam in Tennessee, and of course we have the Imam from Murfreesboro to talk about some of the challenges that are faced by the Islamic population in the state of Tennessee, especially some of the more recent items that have dealt with the Tennessee General Assembly. And let's talk about the General Assembly in reference to this.
We said we have first law in place, a federal one, and we are, and I want everyone to know that the Muslim community wants this country to be safe. We decide to live here, and we express happiness becoming American citizen, and we are proud of our country. And when we say our country, I mean America. And some people try to ease the pain. The Muslim community going through by saying they know discrimination exists in America with the African community. And I am quite optimistic about the future, because the anti-Muslim movement in America will go in the same place in the history with the anti-Semitic and the African American and the anti-Catholic. It will go to the garbage.
Because it's wrong.
Yes, absolutely. And while someone is saying this religion teaches this or that, I think we have to talk to the people within the religion. If you have any question about Islam, we welcome this, and we invite people over any time they want. And even though we have a hectic schedule, but we try so hard to respond to each email we receive. People has to realize that when they talk saying they know Islam is bad religion, so many Muslims suffer. I don't mind adult going through difficulty. I can deal with it. But why do you want to allow kids to go through this? I said before, when a child comes to me and they said, why do they hate us?
Okay.
So what would you say to him, Dr. Hadi? What would you say to him? Why do they hate us? We did not do anything bad. People said they do because they just terrorist act coming within the Muslim community. It comes from each community. What did you do in Tennessee? What did we do in Rutherford County? We did not do anything. For someone to say, and the Muslim and non-Muslim community were living fine in the Middle and the Far East, I think we must expect a better life in America because of our standard here in America. If anyone wants to talk about Islam, he is welcome to come. They often say Islam does not allow any freedom of practice, even though it's been said clearly in the Holy Quran that you have your religion and they have theirs. You have the right to practice any religion, and I have the right to practice my religion. Islam taught us to respect other people's religion. This is why Islam allows us to marry from the non-Muslim community, to share with them their food, and this is why the Prophet, peace be upon him, did have very much an agreement with the non-Muslim community, the Jewish community in Al-Madinah, a name of a city in Saudi Arabia, and the Christian community in Abyssinia, when he sent a group of the Muslims there. And this exists in the history, no one can deny it. But it seems like people will say, God said in the Holy Quran, kill the non-Muslim. Probably he is right. There is a verse said this, but we have to understand the context. And is this verse was being revealed in the time of the war, while the Prophet was responding to someone? Muslim has no right to initiate any war against any nation. They have the right, though, to respond to any act toward them. And we have this right as well. While people say Islam allow honor killing, no. Give me any verse from the Holy Quran allow this? No. And Islam does not allow the killing of anyone. And God said in the Holy Quran, taking care of any life soul is mandatory. It's mandatory for me to take care of you because you are a human being like me. It's mandatory for the Muslim to take care of even animals and to clean the street and to do their very best. Are the Muslims all perfect? No. Obviously, they are people. They are not angels. But I can claim that the majority of them are fine. Like the majority of the Christian people are fine. The majority of the Jewish community are fine. If the majority aren't fine, we could be in a mess. The majority are fine. And why don't you give the Muslim community a chance? Get to know them. If they are good, deal with them as a good people. I said before, if anyone, Muslims at least, decide to do anything bad, I will be the first one to report to him to the Homeland Security or the FBI. But I think it is radical in Tennessee, not Muslim. They are non-Muslim radical in Tennessee, and no one is talking about them.
Single out the Muslims.
Yes, we are the one being very much terrified. We are the one being hurt so much. Well, people vandalize our site twice.
You know, let me try to get this in over the last 5 minutes. I've heard it said, I've had many opportunities to talk to Dr. Al-Hadid and others, that the terrorist movement has sort of hijacked, in a real sense, your religion.
Yes.
Would you agree with that? Would you speak to that?
It is not proper for Muslim or non-Muslim to hurt anyone. And the Muslim community in Tennessee, they are the one being hurt. We in Rutherford County, we are the one, our sign vandalized twice. People burn machines in the site. We did not do anything toward anyone. And our kids went through a lot, and our families went through a lot, and they are scared. So many of them are scared. And I am not seeking sympathy, but I am saying, if you will push too hard, very reasonable people, I think it can be a way for creating radical. Because do you know, if your child is going to the school doing fine, and they said to her, do you know, if you will not have A, do you know, I'm going to punish you. All of the time, she might give up. She might give up, saying there is no way to please my dad. My daddy has too much of an expectation. The Muslim community trying hard. I think we have to work together, Muslim and non-Muslim community. We have to realize this, there is radical, unfortunately, existing with each one of us. We have to work we have to do our very best to protect ourselves as well as our nations, without hurting people's reputation, without saying, you know, we are trying to, if he or she intend to do something, we are going to deal with him or her or the organization completely as a terrorist organization. It is not a reasonable perspective, in my view. Since we talk a lot about non-Muslim hurting us, I think it's reasonable also to say the Muslim community received a lot of support from within the non-Muslim community. And even though it was a difficult year last year for me and so many other within the Muslim community, but we met so many friends. And the quality of American is so special. The American people are nice people, the majority of them. But it seems like sometimes we have a small group with a very vocal voice can hurt other. But I think we will end up better people. We will get to know each other more. And I want to ask anyone, for our brothers and sisters, neighbors, to contact the local Islamic center and go to the Imam or the people, the qualified people, and ask them any question. And I don't think anyone will say no answer. Everyone will answer the question.
You know, quite recently there was the national report on the Murfreesboro Center.
Yes.
Now, over the last couple of minutes, let's have you to make some statements in reference to that. How did you feel in reference to the way that was done?
I think it was fine. The only thing it was missing, in my opinion, that it did not give the people support us the reasonable attention. It made Rutherford County and the Murfreesboro really bad city. If you live elsewhere and you watch the show, oh, they are very bad. And they are not. And the people in Rutherford County and in Murfreesboro, they are nice people. And we have a wonderful city. I'm not saying this for any political reason, but I think it's the right thing to say because it's a fact. It's a fact. I wish that the CNN give the supporters some attention because we received a lot of support. Non-Muslim donate to our project. We received a lot of donation from the non-Muslim going to our website and saying we want to support the freedom of religion. And they will go to www.icmtn.org, the Islamic Center of Murfreesboro, Tennessee, and they send us a donation. It meant a lot for me personally and for each one of the congregation because it made us believe even more in America and the American concept and the American people. And we will go through difficulty, but it will be over. And I can guarantee this because the quality here is so special. I want everyone not to get the information only from the media. Try to read, try to contact people, try to know your neighbor. If your neighbor are Muslim, we go to Egypt, Ivy and I and the kids. And our neighbors usually offer help and support, so we will take care of the house. They are not Muslim, and we do the same with them.
And so over the last 45 seconds here, you think that everything's going to work out all right?
It will, definitely. We have to be stuck with the Constitution. And I want everyone to know that Muslims are proud of our Constitution, the Constitution of USA. We respect it and we love it a lot. And there is no issue existing in our mind as the issue of Sharia law. I want everyone to know this.
And you're just as American or United States as anybody else. Is that
Absolutely.
Okay, very good. And I think with that word, I think we can thank you for coming by and giving us that excellent information.
Thank you for the invitation.
In reference to it.
Thank you.
Because I think that's very, very important.
And to continue running.
I appreciate that. And of course, let me encourage our audience to tune in again next week for another informative edition of Comments. Thank you and good morning.